El Dorado, the quest for the city of gold ***. Chapter 1, The Legend begins. The legend of El Dorado, the fabled city of gold, has captivated explorers and treasure hunters for centuries. The story began with the indigenous Muisca people of the Andean region, particularly in present-day Colombia. The Muisca were known for their intricate gold work and religious ceremonies. One such ceremony gave birth to the legend of El Dorado. When a new chief ascended to power, he would be covered in gold dust and set adrift on a raft in the sacred Lake Guatavita. As he washed the gold off, his followers would throw gold and precious gems into the lake as offerings to their gods. Spanish conquistadors, hearing tales of this golden ritual from indigenous peoples, imagined an entire city of gold waiting to be discovered. They named this mythical city El Dorado, meaning the Golden One. Chapter 2, Early Expeditions. The first serious quest for El Dorado was undertaken by Gonzalo Jiménez de Quesada, a Spanish conquistador, in 1536. He led an expedition into the Andes, hoping to find the Golden City. Quesada's journey was arduous. His men battled through dense forests, crossed treacherous rivers, and scaled steep mountains. They encountered various indigenous tribes, some hostile, others friendly, but none could lead them to El Dorado. Instead of a city of gold, Quesada found the Muisca people and their wealth in gold artifacts. He conquered their territories, seizing their treasures, but El Dorado remained elusive. Disheartened but not defeated, the legend persisted, drawing more explorers to South America. Chapter 3, Sir Walter Raleigh's Expeditions. One of the most famous expeditions for El Dorado was led by the English adventurer Sir Walter Raleigh in the late 16th century. Raleigh was a favorite of Queen Elizabeth I and had ambitions to expand England's influence in the New World. He believed the legend of El Dorado and thought finding it would bring immense wealth and prestige to England. In 1595, Raleigh set sail for South America. He explored the Orinoco River in what is now Venezuela, convinced that the river would lead him to the Golden City. Despite facing hardships, including hostile encounters with Spanish forces and the harsh realities of the jungle, Raleigh's expedition returned with grand tales but no gold. Undeterred, Raleigh mounted another expedition in 1617, during which his men clashed with the Spanish once more. The journey ended in failure, and upon his return to England, Raleigh was executed for defying the king's orders to avoid conflict with Spain. Chapter 4, The Search in the Amazon. Throughout the 17th and 18th centuries, many other explorers ventured into the Amazon rainforest in search of El Dorado. The Amazon, with its vast, uncharted territories, seemed a likely hiding place for the City of Gold. Adventurers from various European nations undertook perilous journeys, facing diseases, dangerous wildlife, and hostile indigenous tribes. In 1740, a Portuguese bandeirante named Antonio Raposo Tavares led one of the most extensive expeditions through the Amazon. His journey covered thousands of miles, from the Atlantic coast to the Andes, but yielded no trace of El Dorado. Despite these failures, the myth of El Dorado persisted, fueled by reports of indigenous gold artifacts and mysterious cities glimpsed through the dense foliage. Chapter 5, The Scientific Expeditions. By the 19th century, the age of scientific exploration began to shed new light on the legend of El Dorado. One notable figure was Alexander von Humboldt, a German naturalist and explorer who traveled extensively in South America from 1799 to 1804. Humboldt's approach was methodical and scientific. He studied the geography, flora, and fauna of the regions he explored and collected data on the indigenous cultures. Humboldt concluded that the legend of El Dorado likely stemmed from real events and places, but had been greatly exaggerated over time. He suggested that the gold offerings thrown into Lake Guatavita were the basis for the myth. Later, in the early 20th century, British explorers Percy Fawcett and his son, Jack, became obsessed with finding a lost city they called Z in the Amazon. In 1925, they embarked on an expedition into the jungle and were never seen again, adding another layer of mystery to the quest for El Dorado. Chapter 6, Modern Archaeological Discoveries. modern archaeology has provided valuable insights into the legend of El Dorado. Excavations around Lake Guatavita have yielded numerous gold artifacts, confirming the Muisca's practice of offering treasures to their gods. However, attempts to drain the lake to recover more gold have been largely unsuccessful and controversial, causing significant environmental damage. In recent years, advanced technologies like LiDAR, light detection, and ranging have been used to explore the Amazon rainforest. These technologies have revealed the existence of ancient, large-scale settlements and complex road networks hidden beneath the jungle canopy. While these discoveries suggest a highly developed pre-Columbian civilization, they have not uncovered a city of gold. Chapter 7: The Cultural Impact. The legend of El Dorado has had a profound impact on literature, art, and popular culture. The story has inspired countless books, films, and documentaries, each adding its own twist to the tale. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novel, The Lost World, 1912, and the animated film, The Road to El Dorado, 2000, are just two examples of how the legend has captivated audiences over the years. El Dorado symbolizes humanity's insatiable desire for wealth and the lengths people will go to achieve it. It also serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of obsession and the often destructive impact of exploration and colonization on indigenous cultures. Chapter 8: The Legacy of El Dorado. The quest for El Dorado may never be conclusively resolved, but its legacy endures. The story of El Dorado highlights the clash between European explorers and indigenous cultures, the relentless pursuit of wealth, and the mysteries of the natural world. It reminds us of the importance of respecting and preserving cultural heritage and the environment. While the Golden City may be a myth, the real treasures lie in the rich histories, traditions, and knowledge of the indigenous peoples of South America. The legend of El Dorado continues to inspire curiosity and wonder, urging us to explore the unknown and to cherish the stories that shape our world. Epilogue: The Endless Quest. The search for El Dorado is a testament to human curiosity and ambition. Even today, adventurers and researchers are drawn to the legend, hoping to uncover new clues or reinterpret old ones. The true El Dorado may never be found, but the journey itself remains a source of fascination and discovery. As long as there are mysteries to solve and stories to tell, the legend of El Dorado will live on, a shining beacon of gold in the annals of history.